What's going on in internet land? My name is Johnny, if you don't already know me. It's been a while since I made a video or I've posted anything on the blog, at musclememorypill.com. I don't know where you're watching this. You might be watching this on YouTube, or you might be watching this on my blog. The blog has been down for a while. I haven't uh, haven't made any blog posts in over a year and a half, or possibly even like 2 years. And a lot has happened since then. So to get you sort of caught up, a lot can happen in a year and like 6 or 7 months. Um, so I haven't been posting on the blog in quite some time. So I wanted to sort of like touch base with you and let you know how things are rocking and rolling. Muscle memory, pill.com. Uh, we'll be launching out with muscle memory pretty soon. What is muscle memory? Well, muscle memory is like we're launching out with a product line of kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic brainwave supplements, that enhance your creativity, that will ignite your creativity and set you on fire, and will enable you to create the life you truly desire and deserve to have. Wouldn't that be something? In my previous videos, I spoke about like ancient times, like the ancient Hebrew and like ancient Egypt and the Mayans, and everything used to seem greater in the past, and everything seems more exciting in the present moment, and uh, and I will relinquish any beliefs you may have into why you think that the past is greater, or is greater than today's world. The only reason the past, like ancient times, ancient Egypt, the Mayans, the Anunnaki, the only reason why ancient times seemed greater in the past is because a small segment of the people, they had all of the education. The wealth was never monopolized. It was just a small fraction, a small segment of the people that had all the education, and they wouldn't share it with the people. And therefore, it was a small fraction of the population that had all the wealth, that had all the power, that had all the wealth. And the rest of the people, like in ancient Hebrew, and in Hebrew, like Jesus Christ or whatever, it was a small segment of the people that had the wealth, who had the power, and the rest were slaves. Uh, in ancient Egypt, it was relatively the same thing. Like a small segment of the people had all of the education, and uh, and therefore they earned all of the money. They had all the wealth, they had all the power, and the rest, they were like peasants, right? So that's the only difference between ancient times and in today's world. In today's world, we literally have all of the education readily available at our fingertips. Um, like the book Think and Grow Rich. I've spoke about that book before. Another book, like the Science of Getting Rich book. I don't have those books on hand right now. I have the iPad with me, or whatever, right? The Law of Success book, also by Napoleon Hill. And it's the same law. What do I mean by law? By law, I'm talking about natural laws. The Bible says, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. And uh, I'm also like I also wrote a book throughout this time. And it's a national bestseller, by the way, because I already decided it would be a national bestseller, and the second I decide something is done, it's already done. Like it's already done. So it's a national bestseller. It's called Ready, Set, Hike. And what it really is, what that book is, it's a book on mindset that just so happens to have, that just so happens to include how to have a successful marriage and how to be a successful parent. And it's a book on mindset that is the law. And it meets a definite need in the marketplace. So Ready Set Hike, stay tuned for that because it's really, really good. And and in the book, I literally shatter any limiting belief you may have to why you think something cannot be done, because you really can create whatever you want to create for yourself, and you can truly create a magical life, and you can do that, and it starts with a decision. Kind of like winning a fight. Like winning a fight is a decision. What do I mean by that? Well, the only way that you're going to enable yourself in order to make that kind of decision is by enhancing your mindset. And the only way to do that is by dedicating yourself to your own personal growth and your professional growth. Think and Grow Rich. What is that book even about? The secret to really creating whatever you want to create is to learn how to think better. Now, how are you going to do that? You dedicate yourself to your personal growth. You think and you grow rich. You begin to think different. You begin to think better when you start letting ideas into your mind that will enable you to grow your wealth, or to create wealth for yourself and for your family. When you let ideas into your head that that will enable you to really create magic in your life. Okay, my dear buddy Floyd Mayweather, for example, 50-0 undefeated champion of the world in the sport of boxing. So what do I mean by winning a fight is a decision? I promise you one thing. Floyd Mayweather didn't get to where he is. Floyd Mayweather didn't become 50-0 undefeated champion of the world by not enhancing his mindset, by not learning how to think better. I'm gonna reveal some stuff that not a lot of people know. Like here in the U.S., for example, like everybody's heard of the MLB, right? Major League Baseball. Nobody invented those guys. Nobody invented them, or the NFL. All of the professional football players in the NFL. Nobody invented them. Like, where did they come from? I'll tell you in just a second. Or the NBA, professional basketball players. Everybody has heard of Michael Jordan, right? Have you heard of Michael Jordan? Nobody invented him. Where did he come from? Well, a lot of people don't know that all of the education is readily available in the United States, for example. They don't teach this stuff in school. They don't teach it in high school. They don't teach it in college. So a lot of kids going through school right now, they 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 wind up getting through high school, and they wind up graduating not knowing what it is that they want to do with their life. So they wind up, I don't know, going to like a 4-year college, university. They get a degree, they work for 40 years, they get like retirement, right? They get retirement, and they wind up living a meaningless and mediocre life. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way at all. Um, all the education is readily available for anybody and anybody who is willing to go above and beyond and dare to be great and dare to go after your dreams, because you can. You can become the president. You can become the president of the United States if you want. The education is readily available. You simply have to make a decision. You can get admitted into Harvard, right? You can get admitted into Harvard or MIT or Princeton. You can become a doctor. You can become a heart surgeon. You can become a brain surgeon. You can become an NFL football player. You can become an NBA basketball player. You can become a professional baseball player in the MLB and Major League Baseball. All the education is readily available. How do you do that? Well, me, for example, I recommend nobody do what I did. When I was 17 years old, I had a kid. I had a kid when I was 17. I wound up dropping out of high school my sophomore year. I got a GED, went back to college, and I just found it just wasn't right for me. So I wound up dropping out of college. I wound up dropping out of high school. I wound up dropping out of college. And then I stumbled into a mentor who would show me the ropes and show me a way to create a life of freedom, who would show me a way to create the life of the life of my dreams, really. And that mentor is, his name is Vic Stryzus. Great guy. I suggest you check him out. Although he changed my life. And then on throughout my journey, or whatever you want to refer to it as, because it's not a journey anymore. What do I mean by that is it's not a journey anymore. You know what they say, like, success is a journey, it's not a destination. I don't know what. To tell you the truth, that's false, and that's not true at all. Success is merely a decision, and you're one decision away from turning your dreams into reality, and you can do that. And well, throughout the journey, I also stumbled into another mentor by the name of Bob Proctor. He passed away quite some time ago. He was my teacher too. I learned a lot from Bob Proctor, and he changed my life with the whole self-image concept. The whole self-image concept. There's a book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. I'm sure you've heard of that book. Well, Bob Proctor, his thing was teaching the whole self-image concept. Now, what is a self-image? Well, here, let me grab this book really quick. Okay, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. It shows you how to improve your self-image. And what you're putting into your conscious mind gets impressed onto your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, is what really controls your life. It controls your behavior. It controls how you feel. It controls how you think. It controls your actions and therefore your results. And that's when I realized uh, that you know what, I don't have to be a product of my environment. Um, my past doesn't have to define who I am or who I want to be or what I want to achieve. Um, like I can choose to be the person who I want to be. Uh, and that's when I really started working heavily on myself, reading a whole bunch of books, sort of like to reprogram like the unconscious mind, right? Uh, and and fast forward to today, um, well, like it's been one hell of a ride. Uh, I wouldn't want to repeat it, although I wouldn't change it for the world. Uh, I wouldn't change it for the world because it made me who I am today, or whatever, right? So back to what I was saying. Oh yeah, how do you become a professional basketball player in the NBA, or a professional football player in the NFL, or a professional baseball player in the MLB, Major League Baseball? The education is readily available, and no, you don't have to get admitted into Harvard in order to become a professional football player. Or if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to become a business owner, if you want to write your own ticket in life, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be a billionaire and beyond, if you want to really live the way you choose to live and earn the amount of money you want to earn, you can do that. And no, you don't have to get admitted into MIT or Princeton. There's other schools, such as the University of Southern California, USC. One of my other trusted advisors, his name is Mike Corradini, product launch expert. He graduated from the University of Southern California, at USC, the Trojans. He graduated, and all the education, everything you need is readily available for you in those kind of universities. Like me, for example, I grew up in a city called El Paso, in El Paso, Texas. And when I dropped out of high school, once I got a GED and I went back to college, I went straight to university. And at El Paso, they have something called UTEP, the University of Texas at El Paso. So I went straight to UTEP. And I'll say this: if you want to if you want to become the person who you want to be, or like if you want to become, like, I don't know, a doctor, for example, or a lawyer or a judge, or whatever you want to be, at UTEP, for example, the education is available for people who want to become business owners, for people who want to become millionaires, and stuff like that. All that education really is only available for people who are going to school to become doctors, who are going to school to become lawyers, who are going to school to become judges and stuff. And those judges and lawyers and doctors, they most of the time, if not all of the time, I want to say 100% of the time, they had to go to school out of state in order to get the education that they need, in order to become judges and lawyers and doctors, and in order to become like professionals at what they do, right? And I'll say one thing: those judges and lawyers and doctors didn't get through school without studying. They study. Not a lot of people know this. Not a lot of people talk about this because they don't want you to know. Uh, all those judges and lawyers and doctors, they get through school by studying, by reading books, and I'm not talking about the books that they have to be reading, like for their school curriculum, or whatever. I'm talking about books like Think and Grow Rich, or The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, or Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, or The Science of Getting Rich book by Napoleon Hill. Um, so those judges and doctors and lawyers, they get through school studying the law. Uh, and that's how anybody can really achieve anything they want to achieve in this life. Even if you want to be a professional basketball player in the NBA or a professional football player in the NFL, you're probably thinking, all right, Johnny, like, where are you going with this? Why are you mentioning like the NFL? Like, how will anybody ever stand a chance? Well, all the education is readily available. I'll say this. A lot of the football players at USC, at the University of Southern California, the Trojans, a lot of those football players, they're going to get drafted into the NFL. And they're going to school to become professional football players in the NFL. You're probably thinking, the education is not available for that. Yes, it is. It actually is. Uh, a lot of people don't know this. Most of the football players at the University of Southern California, or in the NFL for that matter, they went to a university, such as the USC, such as the University of Southern California, and they got an MBA. They have a master's in business degree. Uh, yeah, they have an MBA. And there's certain benefits that you can get. Not to mention features, right? There's certain benefits you can get when you enroll into a school, and such as the University of Southern California. And I'm not saying that the University of Southern California, I'm not saying that USC is the only school where this is available, because the education is readily available for anybody who is ready and willing to go above and beyond and really do whatever it takes in order to achieve or reach their dreams and goals. So yeah, even if you want to become a baseball player in the MLB, in Major League Baseball, the education is readily available. A lot of the a lot of the players, the big players in MLB and Major League Baseball, like Babe Ruth, for example. You guys have heard of Babe Ruth, right? He got the most strikes in the sport of baseball, although he also got the most amount of home runs, Babe Ruth. So how did Babe Ruth even get there? You know, you have to make a decision. Like if you're a high school student right now, for example, and you want to be a professional baseball player in the MLB, Major League Baseball, it would be in your best interest to go to a high school to where uh to where all of to where they dominate in that sport, to where they're champions in the district. um the same applies to football. Like if you want to go to I don't know, USC, and you want to play college, I don't know, even basketball or whatever, it would be in your best interest to go to a high school where they dominate, and where they're champions and stuff. If you're good at that, if that's what you really if that's what you want to do with your life. And so what are the benefits of going to school? If you want to be, I don't know, a professional football player in the NFL, uh the benefits of that is like, let's say you go to the University of Southern California, and you want to get drafted into the NFL. Well, the education is readily available for you to become a professional football player. And in order to get through school, where you have to know where you're going, right? Like there's an old saying, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So, as I said, a lot, or most, if not all of the players in the NFL, they, they they all went to a university, a college and university, college and or university. They went to university, where and they got through school. I'll say that they got through school. They got an MBA, master's in business degree, or they got some sort of most of the players at USC, a lot of them, I'll say most of them I should say, they have a master's in business degree. All of the football players in the NFL, they're all entrepreneurs. Uh, they're all entrepreneurs. They're all intelligent investors. They dedicate themselves to become the best versions of themselves in order for them to write their own ticket in life. Like they didn't uh, they didn't get to the NFL or the NBA or the MLB without dedicating themselves. I'll say this. Floyd Mayweather, 50-0, undefeated champion in the sport of boxing. Um, I can promise you one thing. He's not dumb. He studies. He reads a lot. He dedicates himself to his personal growth, right? His personal professional growth, and that's really the only way to equip yourself with the right mindset to make a decision, such as winning a fight. Because winning a fight is a decision that you can only make by cultivating the right mindset and growing into the person that you have to be in order to reach your dreams and goals. So I don't want to ramble on here for too long. We're at 27 minutes. I'll try to keep this kind of short. As you can see, so sometimes I can pop in the camera and I can just start talking. So back to compound interest. Have I ever mentioned compound interest? Albert Einstein said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it, they earn it, and those who don't, they pay it. And I'll say this, absolutely anybody can seek to understand compound interest, and you can secure your financial future and earn passive income. You can earn passive income, and I'll tell you how in just a second. You can earn passive income, and you can earn the amount of money you want to earn to live the way you choose to live. So how do you do that? Well, you have to see what's trending in the marketplace. Right now, what's hot is solar. Solar. I'll say this: Elon Musk is a smart guy, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Actually, he came out with Tesla Motors. And not only that, Tesla also has like solar panels and stuff. And those Tesla cars do absolutely everything you want those cars to do. And then he also came out with SpaceX. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what he's planning on doing with that. I'll say this, like me myself, or I myself, I am planning on going to space. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the stars and beyond. Um, Elon Musk owns Tesla Motors, and Tesla also came out with where is it? Second, with solar panels. With solar panels, I wouldn't get solar panels for my house. Tesla also came out with these things, the Mega Pack. This is all solar. The Mega Pack. Yeah, all of that. I myself am gonna get myself a mega pack, and not only that, I'm also going to get myself these sexy vehicles. One for every day of the week. One for every day of the week. Like, these cars literally do absolutely everything you want these cars to do. Absolutely everything. They're solar. They're solar too. You can and get this, like the charger itself for the car is also solar. So how do you earn compound interest with solar vehicles? Well, me personally, before I answer that question, I already mentioned that the second I decide something's done, it's already done. So I'm also going to be coming out with my own investing firm, the Raw Stone Investing Firm. And I'm going to be investing into solar. I'm going to be investing into gold, into silver. I'm also going to be investing into Tesla. I'm also going to be investing into SpaceX. I'm also going to bet on myself. I'm going to be investing into muscle memory, which I don't want to say it's like my last rodeo or my first rodeo or whatever, right? Well, I'm going to be investing into muscle memory, which is my first startup. We'll be launching out relatively soon, so you might want to stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be investing into my Oktoberfest beer import company, which is my second startup. And Oktoberfest beer import company, I'm actually building that company to sell one day. I'm going to build that company to sell it one day. Although, like, I'm not building the company for somebody else. No. Oktoberfest beer import company, I'm still gonna have skin in the game, so I'm still going to keep 4.5% equity stake in the company. I'm not gonna go over all the details. Also, I'm also going to be investing into Oktoberfest beer import company. I'm also going to be investing into the Royal Embassy. I'm going to be opening up my own casino resort in New Mexico, a first-class resort. The second I decide something is done, it's already done. I have no such thing as foolish limitations, not even one. I have no limitations, none. So the Royal Embassy, a first-class resort in New Mexico. I'm going to be investing into that as well. You know, there's a book by Mark Minervini, Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard. And there's also another book called The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. And Warren Buffett says that is by far the best book ever written on value investing. So I'm going to be investing also into the Royal Embassy, my first-class resort in New Mexico. And in that resort, we're also going to have something called Polly's Pizzeria, real Italian pizza, with the finest cheese on the planet, Italian pizza. Polly's Pizzeria, and that in itself is gonna be a franchise strictly in California. And at the Royal Embassy is my first class resort in New Mexico. Oh, we're also gonna have solar, you know, from SpaceX. Now, how do you earn compound interest off of this stuff? Like compound interest actually multiplies, like it multiplies, and you can literally earn the amount of money you want to earn to live the way you choose to live, however you want to live, and you can have you can literally write your own ticket in life, and you can Live a life of freedom. How does that sound? Wouldn't that be something, right? Um, you can truly live a magical life, and I'm not just saying that because you really can. And all right. So where did I leave off? All right, the Royal Embassy. Okay, we're also gonna have solar at the Royal Embassy. By the way, I'm taking all these companies public, which is why I'm gonna be investing into these companies, and and I'm gonna make compound interest work for me rather than me having to work for it. If that makes sense. So everybody has heard of Howard Schultz, right? Starbucks. He's one of the richest people on the planet. Uh, and I'll say this, like Howard Schultz doesn't even talk to his parents anymore. Like he's too busy going around, you know, like like shutting down Starbucks locations that aren't performing, and he's he's getting out there and he's like serving the customers or whatever the hell he's doing. He's finding out ways to better serve the customer. So that's what he is doing. He doesn't even talk to his parents anymore. Why did I say that? Because everybody is self-made. He wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Huh? Starbucks is what, like a conglomerate now? Like it's like you can see Starbucks in Europe. There's probably Starbucks like in Germany and China. And Starbucks is like really all over the world. And his parents didn't do that for him. No. He doesn't even talk to his parents anymore, for all I know. Uh, uh, yeah, because eagles fly alone. Um, it's like when I'm not even gonna go into metaphors or nothing like that. Although everybody's self-made, Howard Schultz wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and he was able to create whatever he wanted for himself. And you can create whatever you want for yourself, and you can live a life of freedom. And you can, like, there are no limits to what you can create. Me personally, I have no limitations, not even one. I have no limitations, not even one. Can you believe that? Not a single limitation. So I'm also going to come out with Cuban rollies, imported Cuban tobacco, the finest cigar on the planet. That company, I'm not building that company to sell that company ever. That company is going in my portfolio because everybody knows that the single best investment anybody can do is in themselves, first and foremost, and secondly, the single best investment anybody can do is in growing your portfolio and growing your wealth, right? You have to have a portfolio of investments. That's one of the rules of success. Well, there really are no rules, right? Well, there kind of are. Like me personally, I believe success is a holistic thing. I believe success is created from the inside out, never from the outside in. Like you can bang your head against a wall with a nail in it, in order to understand personal growth and self-improvement. It's like you don't have to get a brain hernia in order to understand that you can grow into the person that you want to be. You can grow into the person that you really desire to be in order to reach your dreams and goals, whether that be being a professional basketball player in the NBA, whether that be I don't know, being a professional football player in the NFL, whether that be being a professional baseball player in the MLB, or Major League Baseball. Whether you want to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, and you want to write your own ticket in life, if you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, if you want to go to the stars and beyond, if you want to be the president of the United States, you can do it. If you want to be the governor of like California or whatever, you can go to MIT. You can get admitted into MIT. I'll say this: a lot of people that get enrolled a lot of people that get admitted into MIT, they have the right idea ever since they are in high school. And what are they doing in high school? Yeah, they're studying like the books or whatever. Although they're also studying the law. They're studying Think and Grow Rich. They're studying the Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. They're studying books like The Science of Getting Rich book by Wallace Wattles. Like they really dedicate themselves to their personal growth, and that is how most, if not all of the people that get admitted into MIT actually do it. I don't think they accept just anybody. Like you have to have the right ideas going on in your head, seeing that you know you can do this. And even if you want to be the president of the United States, like you can do it. Like if you're already in college and you're studying for I don't know what, um, like you just know that you can become a millionaire or a billionaire. You can write your own ticket in life. All you have to do is study the law. You have to read books like Think and Grow Rich and stuff. That'll help you get through school. Number one, number two, you'll be able to write your own ticket in life, and live a life of freedom. So where to leave off? Oh yeah, okay. Cuban rollies. Import Cuban tobacco. The finest cigar on the planet. Oh, like I said, success is created from the inside out, never from the outside in. So one of the things that I do or don't do, I never smoke. I never drink. It wasn't always like that. I never smoke. I never drink, and I definitely never ever do drugs ever. You know, when I was 21 years old, um, uh, when I was 21 years old, I had a Honda S2000, a Honda S2K. You know, when I when I went to college, I got a student loan, um, and I got on Craigslist, and I saw a Honda S2000, and that's like I envisioned myself like driving that car, and I thought like wow, like it was exciting, like ooh, I really want that car. So I got a student loan. I recommend nobody do this, by the way. I got a student loan when I was in college. I got a Honda S2000. I didn't know how to drive standard. I bought a Honda S2000 for like $12,000. I ended up buying it like cash or whatever. I bought a Honda S2000, and I didn't know how to drive standard. And it's kind of it kind of reminds me of learning how to earn money, how to earn money you want to earn to live the way you choose to live. It's a skill anybody can learn, kind of like learning how to drive standard. So I asked my cousin. All right, he knew how to drive standard. I was like, all right, so how do you drive standard? How do you do this? And he wasn't with me, although like but before I had gotten the car, he told me this. He was like, all right, well you get in the car, and you hold down on the clutch, you put into first gear, like you give it gas, and you slowly let go of the clutch, and you give it gas more, and then you hit the clutch, you hit the clutch, you put in gear, put in second gear, you give it more gas, and I was like, all right, I got this. So I picked up the car in Austin, Texas. I wound up driving that car back to like El Paso, where I lived at the time. uh, although the next morning, um, after getting the car, like I remember going outside, and I saw the car, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna drive this car. So like I taught myself how to drive standard. I was still in Austin. My cousin used to live in Austin at the time. Um, we stayed with my cousin that night. Um, and like the following morning, when like I got in the car, I was like, all right. So I taught myself how to drive standard, and at first it was, uh, like it wasn't a smooth ride at first, right? I didn't know how to drive standard, although I taught myself how to drive standard just fine. Um, so much so, when I got back to like El Paso or whatever, uh, like I got really good at driving standard. I got really good, and that same cousin, like when I was in high school. Well, actually, you know what they say, never make a point without telling a story, and never tell a story without making a point. All right, so I was supposed to go to a different high school when I was in 8th grade. One of my other cousins, one of my oldest cousins, he told me, that there's this a store, it's right by the border, like El Paso is a border city. He's like there's a store right by the border, uh, like it's like a liquor store and stuff. And they sell liquor like really cheap. Like you can get the really big bottles of Sky vodka for like $13. And here's what you can do. You can you can mix it with cranberry juice, and you can get everybody drunk, and they won't taste the alcohol. And so I was in 8th grade, and I was like, all right, well, get me 2 of those big bottles of Sky vodka, and some of that cranberry juice. And then I called some friends over, and I was like, hey, well, like let's hang out, like let's drink. I got like 2 bottles of vodka, like let's invite some people over and stuff. So we invited some friends over, and we wound up getting really drunk. This is the first time I got drunk. This is the first time I really like drank alcohol. I was in 8th grade. This was like, I don't know, a few months before graduation, before graduating middle school. So we wound up getting really drunk. This was the first time I got drunk ever. And then I called my cousin. I was like, all right, well, we're drunk, and he could come pick us up. So he went. He picked us up, and then we went back into like my grandma's house or whatever. For whatever reason, we were staying there, at the time. You know what they say, you can't enjoy mountaintops until you've been in the valley. So yeah, like growing up, I lived in the valley. We lived with grandma for a while. Uh, this was after moving back from Germany. Yeah, I flunked the 2nd grade. I didn't know the German language. So yeah, we moved to Germany. My mom was married to like a military brat at the time. They're not married anymore, like since a long time ago. Uh, Although she was married to a military brat at the time, and we moved to Germany when I was 6 years old. I didn't know the German language. Uh, like I was pretty much on my own all the time. And like I ended up flunking the 2nd grade. So when we moved back to the States, yeah, I was enrolled in a magnet school. It was called Alicia Chacon, where they taught like a third language or whatever. So like they admitted me into that school because like, well, I had just gotten back from Germany, and I knew how to speak German fluently by then. And and then that was in 4th grade. So so in 8th grade, when I was graduating middle school, at that school, me and my buddy and some other friends, we wound up getting really drunk, and then I called my cousin to pick us up, We went back to my grandma's house, and I was so drunk. And that was the first time I ever drank. That my grandma like told my mom or whatever, like, no, like, he's really, really drunk. And my mom was like, you know what, you're going to America's high school instead. I don't want you hanging out with your old friends. And at America's high school, that's where my other cousin was. The one that I was just telling you about, the one that lived in Austin. The one that told me how to drive standard, because I taught myself how to drive. And all right, so fast forward to when I was 21 years old. I got really good at driving standard. Me and one of my buddies, we went to a local wing daddies, where we knew like the bartenders and like the waiters and stuff. And we ended up getting really drunk at a wing daddies. Like, we ended up getting really, really drunk. This is the first time I made the news. I was 21 years old. We left the wing daddies, and I knew how to drift by then. Like, it was a 6-speed standard Honda 2000 that would redline at 900 RPMs. And so like we went out of the parking lot drifting, and we ran into a pole, and like that's the first time I made the news. Yeah, I got a DWI when I was 21. Like, I did probation for like 3 years, whatever. Oh, that's all behind me. I'm 32 years old now. So that was over a decade ago. Like I have a clean record, other than the DWI or whatever when I was 21 years old. Now I never drink, I never smoke. I definitely never do drugs ever. And well, yeah. So the moral of the story is this. You can earn the amount of money you want to earn and live the way you choose to live, and it's a little bit like learning how to drive standard. Like, I taught myself how to drive standard. Like at first, or it's like learning how to throw basketball, or learning how to ride a bike. At first, you need training wheels, right? If you want to learn how to ride a bike. And then you take the training wheels off, and you're off to the races, right? And it's also a little bit like learning how to throw a punch, or or making a decision to go after your dreams, because you can really live a truly magical life. My alter ego is about to step in. All right, we're at 52 minutes. I want to wrap this up pretty soon. So, okay, we'll be launching out with muscle memory. So what's muscle memory? Muscle memory, it's a kinesthetic receptive electromagnetic brain wave supplements. It's a product line of supplements that enhance your focus, your memory, your concentration, your energy, and your overall performance. And what do I mean by receptive? Like, you're more receptive, like to new information, like the input. Like what you're putting into your head. Like the books that you're reading. Like, I don't know, like Speak with No Fear, by Mike Aker, or other books, whatever you're putting into your head, you become more receptive to that, like, kinesthetic receptive electromagnetic brain wave function. So we have a product line that we'll be coming out with soon, so you want to stay tuned for that. And so what do you mean by kinesthetic? What you see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. Now I'm gonna reveal something that I'm not sure I should be revealing, because this can be used for evil. I'm just kidding. Although, okay, so how does a bee create honey? How does a bee create honey? Or let me ask you, like who invented strawberries? Huh? Or another question, how does bear know where to get the honey? Or like circling back to how does bee know how to create honey? You know, they use their senses. They use their senses. And anybody who says that they don't have some sort of a technology, they're lying, because you and I both have the same technology. You know, animals operate by instinct, and we operate with higher mental faculties such as intuition, reason, imagination, and you know. All right. So how does a bee know where the honey's at? How does a bee know where the honey's at? It's the same law. It's natural laws, and you can really be a honeybee yourself, if you know what I mean. Wait, what do you mean? Like, well, how does bee know where the honey's at? Because it knows how to create whatever it wants for itself. Huh. Or another question is, you know, who invented, I don't know, like spices, like onions, or apples, or tomatoes? Who invented that stuff? Huh? Nope, nobody invented it. Or electricity. Electricity. Who invented electricity? Nobody invented it. Huh? Something was simply uncovered that was already there. Something was simply uncovered that was already there. Who invented solar? Nobody invented solar. Or who invented the internet? Nobody invented the internet. Nobody invented air, ether, or gas. Something was simply uncovered that was already there. And now we have iPads. I'm shooting this on an iPhone. We have MacBooks. You know, I don't know where you are right now, although with the power of the internet, and you know, you could be watching me from across the globe on your mobile device. And like, now, how do you do that? How do you do that? You know, Steve Jobs, when he came out with the first iPhone, he said this. He said, "I'm gonna make a phone so sexy, people are gonna want to lick the buttons off of the phone." So back to muscle memory. So a kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic brainwave supplements. Kinesthetic, what you can see, feel, touch, taste, and smell. See, hear, touch, taste, and smell. Yeah. Well, the first product we're gonna be, because me personally, as I said, I believe success is created from the inside out, never from the outside in. You'll never see a bee like banging its head against the wall trying to find the honey. That So success is created from the inside out. So kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic brainwave supplements. The first product we're going to be coming out with is muscle memory supercharged. What is that? It's coffee. It's kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic brainwave smart coffee. That helps with your concentration, focus, memory, and overall performance. That will give you the edge you need, even in times of uncertainty. Second product that we'll be releasing, and by the way, the retail price of that is $29.99. There's an early bird special I'll be going over with at the end of this video. We're already at 59 minutes, so I'll try to wrap this up soon. Or The second product we'll be releasing is Muscle Memory Smart Shrooms. What is Muscle Memory Smart Shrooms? It's a pill. We're giving you a 30-day supply of both the Smart Coffee Muscle Memory Supercharged, the Kinesthetic, Receptive, Electromagnetic, Brainwave Smart Coffee. 30-day supply of that. A 30-day supply of Muscle Memory Smart Shrooms, which is a pill. It's a pill. We're also giving you a 30-day supply of that. Also, muscle memory, a smart shot. It's energy. Kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic, brain wave, and we're giving you a 30-day supply of that as well. It's like an energy shot. It's like an energy shot. That also helps with your memory, concentration, focus, and overall performance. To give you the confidence you need in order to go after your dreams and actually reach your dream and goals. How about that? And we're also going to get you a 30-day supply of muscle memory smart dog. Muscle memory, all right, let me explain why. There's a lot of people who need service dogs. There's a lot of people who need service dog. I don't know if you have a dog, or I don't know if you know somebody that has a dog. Although most dogs aren't really well-behaved dogs, I should say, including a lot of service dogs. And it can be a headache and a heartache for somebody who needs a service dog, and the dog isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing, when it's not performing or doing what it is it's supposed to be doing. So we're also coming out with muscle memory smart dog, kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic, brain wave dog training treats. And here's the problem with like service dogs right now, or any other dog for that matter. The dogs don't like for it to be a challenge. Like if they want to like a service dog, for example, if he wants to get a person from point A to point B, the dogs don't like for it to be a challenge. That's problem number two. Problem number one. Problem number two is like the dog training treats can't taste like the dog training treats that they sell at like, I don't know, like at a pet's barn, or like at a pet store. Like it doesn't work the way that people would want it to work, especially when it's a service dog. Like it has to taste different. I don't know how to explain it. It's like me over here, I'm like the dog whisperer or something, right? I've even read this book. Caesar Milan. The dog whisperer. So it's kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic, brain wave dog training treats, which leads me back to compound interest. Like how do you even earn that stuff, right? Well, I kind of went over it, kind of sort of. Like we're also gonna have like our own building, and as I mentioned, the second I decide something's done, it's already done. I have no limitations, not even one. No limitations, none. So yeah, we're gonna have our own building. I'm gonna have the whole staff, the team, rolling around in these Tesla motors. I'm gonna be investing in solar, as I mentioned, in gold and silver. I'm also gonna be investing into Tesla, into SpaceX, and I'm also gonna be betting on myself. I'm gonna be reinvesting into muscle memory. And all right, so to wrap this up real quick, we're gonna the early bird special. Once we open the doors, we're gonna be running a 90-day early bird special, to where you can try out all of these products for a one-time payment of $49.97. For $49.97. we'll offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee. And you can also choose to become a Muscle Memory VIP lifetime. We'll offer you a lifetime supply of these products for a one-time payment of $997. For $997, a one-time payment. Now, why would you do that? I'll go over that in just a second. Or you can split it up into 12 payments. You can become Muscle Memory VIP monthly for $1,997. For $1,997. You can split it up into 12 payments, and you can become Muscle Memory VIP lifetime. And like I said, we're offering you a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you want to stay tuned for that, because that offer is going, like, we're opening after we open the doors. After 90 days, that offer will no longer be available ever. And yeah, we'll get you a lifetime supply of Muscle Memory. Supercharge the Muscle Memory is the smart coffee, the Kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic brain wave smart coffee, like for sleepless nights, or to give you the boost you need in the morning, to tackle the day and win big. We'll offer you a lifetime supply of Muscle Memory smart shrooms, the pill. The pill start raining all of a sudden. The pill will offer you a lifetime supply of that. The Muscle Memory smart shrooms. All these products contain the smartest mushroom in the kingdom. We're also going to offer you a lifetime supply of Muscle Memory smart shot, the energy shot. It's kind of like an energy shot. It's not like a 5-hour energy, not like those kind of energy shots. We're offering you a 30-day supply of this. Or actually a lifetime supply of this, and also a lifetime supply of the Kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic dog training treats, Muscle Memory smart dog. And you can make a decision. You can choose, or you can decide not to. It's really up to you. We're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can choose, or you can decide to become Muscle Memory VIP lifetime for a one-time payment of $997. And you're probably like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would you do? Why would you do? Like, how are you gonna earn money off of that after? Yeah, I'll go over that in just a second. So you can become Muscle Memory VIP lifetime for a one-time payment of $997. Or you can become Muscle Memory VIP monthly, or like Muscle Memory VIP lifetime, like monthly, and you can split it up into 12 payments. And for $1,997, the monthly payment comes out somewhere around like $299, like a month. So, like, why would I do such a thing? So, Kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic brainwave supplements. When Steve Jobs came out with the iPhone, for example, and also the early bird, you can also choose to become, like, this is the early bird promotion that is going away 90 days after we open doors. Doors open and then they close. You can try out all these products for a one-time payment of $49.97. We'll offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee. So back to circle back. All right. So why would you do that in the first place? When Steve Jobs came out with the first iPhone, or when they came out with the iPad, there was long lines of people who were waiting to get the latest iPhone, right? And they would take pre-orders. So a one-time payment of $997 or the $1,997 like muscle memory VIP monthly, or like lifetime. You can split it into monthly payments. That's going into like the development of the products, kinesthetic, receptive, electromagnetic brainwave supplements. Like it's not cheap to fabricate those products, or to get those products manufactured. So that's the incentive where we're willing to like extend to people. That's the incentive we're willing to extend to you to become muscle memory VIP lifetime for a one-time payment of $997, or you can become muscle memory VIP lifetime monthly for $1,997. So you can split up into 12 payments, or you can do a one-time payment of $997, or you can try out all these products for a one-time payment of $49.97. We're offering you a 30-day money-back guarantee. Those of you who want to be Muscle Memory VIP lifetime and get all of these products for life, the reason we're willing to do that is because, like I said, like Apple, like when they came out with the iPhone, or when like a lot of big conglomerates, that's how they're launching out products by generating pre-orders. Like when they came out with the iPhone, there was long lines outside of the Apple store, people waiting to get the latest iPhone, the newest. And so that is why we're willing to do the Muscle Memory VIP lifetime for a one-time payment of $997, or Muscle Memory VIP lifetime for $1,997. Like monthly, you can split up into monthly payments. Or you can also become, and this is like the early bird promotion. This is the early bird special. You can also try all these products out for a one-time payment of $49.97. And as I said, we're offering you a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, to wrap this all up, because we've already going on for 1 hour and 12 minutes. Okay. Everybody has a message to share, or a story to tell. Okay. And nobody can borrow your voice. and it's your time. If it's your time, declare it to the universe, because it is your time for your voice to be heard, or your message to be shared by one another. Are you ready? Set, hike.